Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi, good evening. Share lang natin yung live video first. Hold on na. Good evening, Gail. Good evening. Oh, wow, first honor, ah. Oh, wow. Hi, Sally. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sinishare ko lang yung live video, ah. So, hold on. Good evening, good evening. Okay, I know hindi yan yung ano mo, yung full name mo, but familia. I know, I forgot your ano lang. But good evening, good evening. Okay. Uriel, good evening din. Good evening. Share na natin yung live video. Okay. So, ayan na. Yun. Ayan. Okay. Okay, one final step. Ayan. Ayun. Okay. And finally, I'm done. Let me just put yung guidelines natin sa lahat ng gusto mag-participate for tonight. All you need to do is to share our live video. Share our live video in our social media accounts and then take a screenshot of that and then send to our Facebook page. That's Everyday Reiki with Marky. And then pwede na tayo magtanong. Lagay ko lang din yung ating guidelines here. Okay. Hello, Karen. Good evening. Oh, nice to see you again. Kabit ko lang yung lapel ko. Okay. So, wow, ayan na. Tumutunog na yung ating hotline for tonight. So, if you have any questions, anything about your career, love life, health, most especially, keep sending in your questions. Libre lang po magtanong. There. Okay? Yan. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, ay, okay. Ay, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, dumadami na ang ating mga participants for tonight. So, just keep sending your questions for tonight. And in a short while, we will be starting with our session. And syempre, we're going to start with our guidelines. But before anything else, if you have not watched our weekly tarot reading, this is the perfect time for us to watch. Well, wag mo na ngayon. Mag-session muna tayo. I mean, after our session for tonight, do not forget to watch our weekly tarot reading. As you can see, yung energies natin last week, kumaga, and mararamdaman din yun. Teka, nagwawala yung ano natin. Sige, i-silent muna natin. So, so mararamdaman nyo din naman yung ano yung energies. Halimbawa, in the in the past months, actually for the very first time in the last 2 weeks, wala tayong nakukuhang major cards. And when you get to look at the last week's energy, when you talk about something major, meron bang something major that's really life-changing or yung tipong talagang ano, either super good or not so good, di ba? Mapapansin nyo rin, kumbaga it's very neutral. And so that would also reflect whenever we get the readings. And kapag may mga major cards tayo, you'd see na may mga major happenings. Okay? Now, for the past 2 weeks, last week and this week's energy, wala. But that is actually good. Why? When we get those experiences na hindi major cards sa mga nakukuha natin, look at it this way. This is like ito yung ating planting season. And when I say it's planting season, this is really where we get to invest all of the energies na kailangan nating ma-harvest in the future. So that means this is really the right perfect timing for us to really bank on kindness, goodness, love, patience, etc. No matter how the situations unfold. And when we do, in the future, we're going to be guaranteed na once we're ready to harvest these blessings, major cards will appear. And when major cards will appear, major happenings will also transpire in our lives. So if you have not watched our weekly tarot reading, actually tomorrow, meron tayong first warning for tomorrow. For tomorrow's energy, be very patient. Actually, napansin nyo ba, ang energy din natin today medyo mainit din. Okay? So, kasama din naman natin yun sa reading. Tomorrow, discernment is needed. So, kung hindi pa natin napapanood and hindi tayo masyadong maging mindful and patient for tomorrow, malaki yung chance na it may cause conflict. So, if you have not watched our weekly tarot reading, please watch it after our session for tonight. Ay, ang dami na nangyayari. Good evening then, Master Lay, my fellow Reiki Master is joining us for tonight. Maraming salamat. Oh my gosh, okay, ayan, si Damien, aba, may mga question na. Okay, Damien, sige, thank you so much. I believe that's Ivy, no? Si Ivy yan, si ano. So, thank you so much. Aba, all the way from Sweden, syempre, hindi mawala, always present, yun. Omnipresent, si Cha, thank you so much for joining us. Maraming salamat. So, everybody who's joining for tonight, one lucky winner of 1,000 pesos worth of Celestial Blue na Crystal Abundance Bracelet shall be rewarded at the end of our session. So sa lahat po ng ating mga viewers for tonight, you are up for such a great treat. So samahan nyo ako until the end of our session, until 11 p.m. And then may lucky winner tayo. And then also, sa mga hindi naman masyadong magiging mapalad sa ating crystal bracelet na raffle for tonight, huwag kayong mag-alala because all of the viewers for tonight are also entitled for our monthly raffle. And at the end of the month, we give away workshop passes. So, what are the workshops that you may win whenever you win sa ating sa ating monthly raffle? You can win emotional healing classes. We have crystal work for modern living. We have meditation. Actually, nakapost pala muna yung meditation natin, no? Kasi nga, we're gonna be preparing for So, wala muna tayong meditation and life-changing mantras for this month, just for this month. Kasi we are preparing for yung part 2 kasi the meditation and life-changing mantras has 2 parts. We've gathered students lang for the previous months and we launched the first part, and it's a package course kasi. So just the second course is upcoming this coming March, and then lahat po ng mga nakasali dun sa lahat ng mga nakasali sa first part, may callback tayo. Parang singing contest, no? So yan yung mangyayari sa atin. But of course, we also have Reiki 1 classes and Vedic astrology reading up for grads at the end of the month. So that's very exciting. So, simulan na natin yung session natin. I'm going to start muna with a prayer. You know how it is. I'm not going to start any of my sessions, even my workshops, without saying a prayer. I am a practicing Hindu. I will be chanting and singing my prayers in Hindu. Now, I highly encourage, no matter which religion you are all following, to join me in prayer. Let us all pray for guidance, wisdom, and protection for our session for tonight. Lalong-lalo na sa mga may gustong itanong, sa mga sasali sa mga sessions natin tonight, mahalaga na sumali tayo sa prayer natin. Okay? So, okay, let's go. Om. 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 Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Saravana Bhava Bhavaya Namaha. Om Saravana Bhava Bhavaya Namaha. Om Saravana Bhava Bhavaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shanti. 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 Jai Shri Mahavishnu. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name is Marky Mendoza. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar. This is a very important Hindu greeting that means the light in me, or the God in me, sees and acknowledges the light and the God in you. So good evening. This is your official Tuesday night habit. Nagbakalag. This is your official Tuesday night habit. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. And every Tuesday night, we provide free tarot reading for everybody. So sa lahat po ng may mga katanungan sa mga career natin, love life natin, and syempre sa health, importante yan. Libre lang po magtanong. All you need to do, nakalagay na rin yung guidelines natin here in our comment section. Just share your live video, yung live video natin in our social media, any of your social media platforms, and then take a screenshot para may proof tayo, may resibo. And please send in our Facebook page, in our Facebook page. Okay, it's Everyday Reiki with Marky. So, yung mga magpa-participate for tonight, alam ko naman na mga katanungan natin, ang hahanapin lang naman natin dyan kung meron tayong favorable or not so favorable na mga results. Okay lang po yun, no matter what your questions are, and no matter how sensitive or challenging these questions are, huwag mag-atubili itanong ang mga questions. Pero kung ang mga katanungan natin saan ba nagiging basihan o ano nagiging basihan ng mga makikita kong mga readings sa ating mga cards. Ang babasahin ko, kung sino magtatanong, babasahin ko ang energy ng nagtatanong. So kung ang katanungan itong patungkol sa inyong love life, career, and sa health natin, sa energy ninyo hahanapin ang kasagutan. Now, what is comprised of your energy? May apat na elements involved in your energy. Your current, everything current. Current na thoughts, anything you process in your mind, and what emotions that come with it, yung mga decision natin, and kung ano ang magiging action natin. Once we start taking action, either we verbalize things, may sinabi tayo, or may ginawa tayo, automatically this will be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. For the Christian and the Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. For us, mga Hindu, we call it the law of karma. Science calls it Newton's third law of motion. Now, sabi ko nga, kung sino magpa-participate, ang katanungan, ang sagot, nasa inyo ko rin hahanapin. Pero kung sa mga magtatanong, kung ang mga katanungan nyo, imbes na sa energy ninyo, hahanapin ang sagot, if ang kasagutan will be found on another person's energy at wala silang kaalam-alam na gagawin ko, hahanapin ko ang energy sa kanila, it will be a case of overstepping or simply invasion of privacy. And hindi po pwede yun. Meron kasing karma. Yung karma, hindi yun mapupunta doon sa nagtanong, kundi sa akin ang sumagot. Okay? So, 2022 na. Okay. And we've been doing this for 1 year. So, syempre, kailangan ng guidelines. Alam na natin, kabisado na rin natin. But of course, para sa lahat ng mga bagong viewers natin, ito ang guidance natin. Now, also, sabi ko nga, kung mga ang questions naman natin will be involving mga relationships. Syempre, it will either be a relationship for your romantic partner o kaya friends and family natin. Tapos ganyan yung mga katanungan natin. May paraan naman. Ang kailangan lang, hati-hatiin natin ang energies involved in the question or situation and pwede na natin siya itanong. Meron nga lang tayong konting disclaimer. Kapag hinati-hati natin ang energies sa katanungan na yon, may chance din na mahati din yung accuracy rate. Bakit? Kasi, kumakabakit naman. Bakit? Dahil ang mga energies lang natin ang kaya nating kontrolin. So, ibig sabihin, pag natapos yung session natin or kahit habang nagtatanong tayo, yung mga kasama dun sa equation ng tanong natin ay either nagbago yung isip nila, yung mga emotions nila, decisions and actions, malaki ang possibility na maiba na rin yung ating makikita. That means ang pinaka-accurate na energy na mababasa natin ay patungkol sa kung sino magtatanong at sa iyo ko lang din hahanapin ang sagot. Now, we are going to be using, ito na, we are using this for the next consecutive month kasi next 2 consecutive months rather dahil this is my favorite na tarot deck dahil itong unang tarot deck na ginamit ko magsi 6 years ago na. And we are going to be using the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And meron tayong dalawang klaseng cards na pwede makuha, major cards, minor cards. Pag major cards na makukuha natin, klarong-klarong blessing, pwede ring warning. Pero yung mga minor cards natin, which by the way, it represents yung mga 4 seasons natin. Yung spring, this is a representation ng wands. Yung summer, representation ng cups. Yung autumn, representation ng pentacles. And yung winter, representation niya ng swords. Kapag mga minor cards na nakukuha natin, ibig sabihin may mga tatrabahuhin lang tayo until it manifests into a bigger blessing. Okay? So, huwag kayong mag-alala. No matter what your questions are, kung ano man ang lalabas dito, huwag kayong mag-alala. Kung maganda, pwede pa nating pagandahin. Just by improving your energy. And kung may mga warning tayo, edi iibahin natin ang energy natin. So therefore, I will always say, we will always bring good news to everybody na sasali sa ating session for tonight. Okay? So simulan na natin. First come, first serve po ang ating ating pagsagot, one question at a time para po fair po ang laban po natin. Okay? So simulan na po natin ang ating session for tonight. Alam ko marami naghihintay sa inyo. Good evening uli. Maraming salamat for joining our ayan na, nandito na yung mga ano natin. Okay. Ay, okay. Ano po tanong? Okay. Sayang naman. Yung nauna natin, nag-send lang na excite, pero hindi nalagay yung tanong. Sorry na, lagay mo yung tanong mo. Ayan na, nakita na. Okay, ano pong tanong? Okay. By the way, habang nilalagay na ating first participant yung ating question, kapag ang mga question po natin sa mga mapaparticipate ay tungkol sa mga relationship, pakilagay lang po if you're single or double. Okay? So, kapag, naku, baka nakahabol tayo sa Valentine's kahapon. Ay, ayan na, aba, essay writing ang ating first question for tonight. Okay, mukhang Dear Mark ito, ang haba Para sige na natin. Okay. I would like to ask, wow, okay, teka nga. Okay. I would like to ask for guidance about career abroad. May friend ako na gusto ako kunin. Twice na namin ginawa yung mag-apply for working visa but we failed not only once but twice. Medyo na-frustrate ako after nangyari. Then now, sinabihan nila uli ako to process again. Kaya gusto ko mag-ask ng guidance kung this year is the right time For me, for me, teka nga, nawala ako. Mag-ask ng guide kung this year is the right time na kaya mag-reapply ako ulit for working visa. Thank you. Okay, now before I answer your question, meron lang akong nakita na kailangan kong to bring awareness para sa atin. So, sa lahat po ng mga magpa-participate for tonight, lalo na ang mga katanungan natin is to manifest something. Okay? Meron tayong mga gustong mga ma-manifest na mga blessings. Either this can be for your career, pwedeng love life, pwedeng pera, anything, honestly. Anything po na gusto nating mga masagot ang mga pagdasasal natin, I want you to realize something. And sa lahat ng mga sa lahat din po ng mga nakikinig ngayon, rest assured na kahit po na, let's say, you're not participating for tonight, o kaya talagang we're here to just listen to the guidance, wag po kayong maglala. Lahat po ng guidance na binibigay here in Reiki with Marky will always cater to everybody's experiences. So therefore, pwedeng medyo may similar experiences tayo, o kaya kung hindi naman, pwedeng napagdaanan na natin, or kung hindi natin napagdaanan yung exactly the kind of situation ng mga participants natin, it prepares you in the future just in case magkaroon tayo ng similar situation. So, basta ang pag-uusapan natin ay manifestation, tandaan, itong napakadali na reminder on how we will strongly manifest anything, kahit ano. And it doesn't matter how big or how small, or no matter how you measure how important, urgent, priority, etc. Basta gusto natin, ganito lang ang kailangan natin tandaan. Kung anong tinanim, siyang aanihin. Remember the golden rule, okay? The golden rule or the law of karma itself. Pero for me, mas madali na mas nakaka-relate tong ganitong yung ganitong kumbaga example. Pag sinabi natin kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin, ibig sabihin, halimbawa, para tayo magtatanim talaga ng literal na isang puno, gusto natin ng puno, and it starts with yung buto. Meron tayong buto, ang gusto natin siyang palakihin na isang puno. Kung ang tinanim natin is na buto ay apple, pag lumaki yan, apple ang makukuha natin. Pag in-harvest natin, apple ang makukuha. That means, kung anong tinanim natin, kung apple, do not expect na ang makukuha natin will be orange or lemons. Kung anong tinanim, siyang aanihin. Now, you have to understand yung energy natin dito sa sa question natin. If you really want, kung ang gusto nating ma-harvest, we have to harvest working visa abroad. That means, ano bang kailangan nating i-manifest? You have to understand kung anong minamanifest natin. So we want to harvest, or we want to manifest energies of a good career. That's a good career. So, kung good career ang gusto nating ma-harvest, ano naman dapat ang kailangan nating itanim? Hindi naman syempre good career kagad, pero what are the elements that you need for you to have a good career? Now, if the elements, if you see a good career and you know how good career would look like, and halimbawa, just like what you mentioned here, frustration. So, if for you, frustration will equate to a good career, then magtanim tayo ng frustration. If ang frustration magbubunga ng good career, magtanim tayo ng frustration. Okay? But again, we want a good career. So in short, anything that resonates good. So ibig sabihin, huwag tayong magtatanim ng hindi maganda. So kung gusto talaga natin na ma-manifesto, magtatanim tayo ng magagandang bagay din. Not unless ang gusto natin talagang ma-harvest in the future ay hindi maganda, then go ahead, magtanim tayo ng hindi maganda. But in this case, we are wanting something good. And what are the things that we need so that we can get something good? Lahat ng energy na itatanim natin dapat maganda din. Patience, hard work, love, lahat ng magagandang bagay. Most especially yung patience. And it's understandable na we want something pero hindi natin siya makuha, and it literally is frustrating. But we have to understand na hindi natin siya makukuha kung talaga ang tinatanim natin ay talagang puro frustration. So, yan ang una kong magiging payo sa'yo. I know this is important. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na hindi to para sa'yo. Pero you have to understand how the universe works. And time and again, we have many, kaya nga ang kasama sa mga guidelines na sinasabi ko kanina is how to understand the universal law of cause and effect. For Christians and a Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang to nag-a-apply kung how we treat others, how we treat friends, family, or the people around us. the things that will apply in the golden rule also applies with the things we would want to achieve in life. Because you know what happens? All it takes is for you to put your awareness. So where your awareness goes, energy will flow. And when energy flows, it will manifest in your life. What is a good example of this? So, kung yung awareness, ilalagay natin doon sa energy ng hard work, let's say, because ano mang gusto nating makuha, magandang trabaho. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dadali natin yung awareness in a place where it knows, resonates, understands, or have experienced what good work is about. So, ano mga ginawa mo before, if you can imagine in the past, ano mga ginawa mo before so that you can get a good job, or how you can excel in your work. Hindi ka naman gumawa ng hindi maganda so that you can excel. So you have to remember that. So that means lahat ng magagandang bagay ibibigay mo rin. And then magfo-flow yung energy. Kasi pinagtutuunan mo ng pansin, binibigyan mo ng effort, binibigyan mo ng patience, binibigyan mo ng attention mo. Yung attention mo, dinadala mo lang, I will work hard, I will become patient, I will keep learning, and I will do it over and over and over. And then magfo-flow yung energy. Once energy will flow, it will manifest in your life. Ano yung manifestation yun? You become good with what you do. You become an expert with what you do. So, kung dun mo dadalhin yung energy mo in your frustration, and then don't be surprised if puro frustration talaga makukuha mo, even you try several times. But when you try, sinusuklian mo ng frustration, and then frustration lang din ang makukuha natin. And as I'm checking, teka lang, kasi nag-participate into last time. Oh, so last time, we've asked the same question. And I believe nakuha natin yung sagot. Teka nga. Hindi umabot. That's why we're asking it. Okay. So therefore, sige, go ahead. Here is another reminder sa lahat din po kasi ng mga lahat ng mga very avid na mga viewers natin ng And especially if you're always participating, remember, ang makukuha nating energy is always about the current. So halimbawa, nagtanong ka na this week, and then binigay ko yung reading, and the following week you ask the same question without changing your energy, you're bound to get the same thing. But here, kaya ako chine-check ko rin, nagtanong na ba siya? Anong tawag dito? Is this the same question? I've seen that this is the same question, only that hindi nakaabot. So therefore, this is like the first time. So, for yung first participant natin, if there's one good awareness na ibibigay ko sa'yo, more often than not, yung current energy mo, because you're feeling the frustration, magre-reflect yan dito. Now, if you would want to change that so that we can get a better na result, and then, be more mindful. You have to be mindful kung saan mo dadalhin yung awareness mo. Dadalhin mo yung awareness mo to a place that knows, experienced frustration, and then frustration lang din ang magmamanifest sa life natin. So if you would want to really have a better result on this, and then I would want you to bring your awareness to many of your experiences that you've recognized: patience, love, kindness, hard work. Dun mo dalhin yung awareness mo. So that yun ang mag-manifest sa life natin. Okay? But tingnan natin. Sige. If you are going to try for this year, let's see kung okay ba ang energy natin for working visa abroad. And by the way, we are getting 3 cards, and every time we get 3 cards, ang hinihintay natin syempre maraming major cards. Ano yun, sobrang dami, no? Dahil 3 lang to. But the more major cards, the clearer the answer. Pag mga minor cards na lumalabas, that clearly represents yung mga kailangan pa nating i-improve sa energy natin. Okay? Okay, we have 3 minor cards. So, actually, ayun nga, nag-reflect yung current energy natin. So I'll show you. The first one, we have the Queen of Autumn. Now, yung first card represents kung saan muna yung pinanggagalingan na energy natin. Queen of Autumn. And when we get Autumn, that's kaching-kaching. So that means, you know that when you want to work abroad, and by the way, maganda naman yung natin. Maganda yung pinanggagalingan natin ng energy here. So that means, whatever work that you have right now, hindi maganda. It's a good place. It's a very good place. Bilang Queen of Autumn, that means Queen of Pentacles yan, or Queen of Abundance. So in short, yung pinanggagalingan natin na previous job, or yung previous na experience natin sa trabaho, it's actually good. It's actually good. But, sabi ko nga, specifically like this. Parang yung sinabi mo, anong tawag dito, may nag-invite sa'yo. So yan, just like this one, This mouse or rat is a representation ng kaibigan natin na talaga nagyayaya, "Oh, sumama ka dito," yung ganyan. Pero look at this. Where you are at, this is already nice. It's not saying na where you are at right now or the work experience is not giving, it's not a bad place. It's actually good. It's giving you the abundance. But wala ring masama for you to also explore. Okay? But you have to be mindful of what the energy is. The second energy kasi is a representation of the current energy that you have. Now, look at the current energy. We have the 10 of summer. Honestly, this is good. This is good. You know why? Because the summer is a representation of cups. Ang representation ng cups, it entails celebrations or emotions. This is actually both. You know why? May representation ng waterfall here, which is pag may body of water, this is a representation of the emotions that are overflowing, just like how the waterfalls is buhos ng buhos, hindi lang yung emotion. Where you're coming from, actually, sabi ko nga you may see a better opportunity, but where you are right now, it's not telling you na hindi siya maganda. And this second card is also reminding you of that. Wherever you are, bumubuhos din naman ng opportunities. Wherever you are, there is also kindness and goodness. Wherever you are, there's also fulfillment. Pero hindi masama for you to look for other opportunities. But the thing is, when you look at this energy, nakikita mo rin yung pinagbubuhusan natin dito, nakikita natin na medyo hati-hati din yung ating attention. Hati-hati din yung ating attention. Wherever you are, kahit na you have gold, halimbawa, if you are, this second card is referring to your current energy about your work. Kung ang energy natin ay nakafocus lang here, kung sabi ko nga, where your awareness goes, energy will flow and it will manifest in your life. But the thing is, even yung focus natin in our current situation ay hating-hati din yung attention. If this one, kung talagang nakafocus lang siya on one thing, that would manifest into something greater. But the thing is, kahit na maganda rin naman ng opportunities here, but the more that you are looking elsewhere, nahahati-hati din yung energy natin. Because imagine mo, if it's just focusing on one energy, if it's just focusing on one area, dun siya mag-grow. Pero the more na hinahati natin siya, paano siya mag-grow? Most especially, kung hinahati-hati mo siya, but sabi ko nga, before it will grow, before it will manifest in your life, you have to put your awareness there. But you put your focus here, you put your focus there, you put your focus there, paano siya mag-grow? Okay? So I want you, it's not bad. It's not bad to wish for something. But first, you have to decide, ano ba talaga ang gusto natin? This is telling you that you may feel a little overwhelmed with what good things are happening in other places, and now you're measuring what is happening economically here in the Philippines and your current job and your current situation in the past. You may feel that you are someone who will do well outside. Of course, you have the ability to do that. But at the same time, imagine mo if right now nahahati na yung energy mo, and pag nagtuloy-tuloy ito, pag dinala mo yung energy mo yun in other places, pero hindi mo na-train yung sarili mo na to focus on one form of energy, may chance din na kung anong meron dito, mapupunta din doon. So in short, if dito pa lang, my suggestion is, while you're here, for you to fully say na I've done my very best, I've given my best, I've focused and concentrated on this, then do it here first. Do it here first so that alam mo na ito yung practice natin. If you've made it here, if nagawa mo siya dito, and then you're gonna take it elsewhere, and then that also gives you a guarantee na, nga, I've done it here, then I can do it there as well. Pero, kung halimbawa, dito pa lang, hinahati-hati na natin yung energy natin and hindi natin mapalago because nahahati yung energy natin because nahahati-hati din yung priorities natin, then expect kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. Like in the end, what is bound? Sabi ko nga, kung ang question natin, is it bound for this year? Nakakuha tayo ng 2 of winter. And when winter, imagine what was once flowing, naging frozen. So tubig before, nagyelo. So yung flow, tumigil. And look, this is really, look how these two fairies, para sila magduduelo, or they're going to have a duel. The conflict that you're feeling inside. the conflict because of the frustration, and then kasi pag nandito ka, hati-hati din yung energy natin. So my say, wala namang masama to aim for something bigger. Pero sabi ko nga, in short, there are some sorting muna na kailangan munang mangyari here. Sort out your energies. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Do I really want it there? Or okay ako dito? Decide on that first. Kasi, okay naman na okay naman na we aim for something else. But because aalis ka because you're already fulfilled. Aalis ka because you've done whatever you need to do and even more. Aalis ka because you are leaving progress, not confusion, na hindi hati-hati yung energy. You are leaving because natapos mo tong level na to, you are taking it to the next level. Hindi ka aalis because incomplete yung mga nagawa mo dito or there's less fulfillment. You just want to seek fulfillment outside. You just want to seek fulfillment elsewhere without making sure na kaya ko ba ma-fulfill. Because mamaya, dalin mo yung sarili mo doon, ma-approve ka ng gano'n, pero you find yourself in the same situation. Okay, akala ko it's the place. Akala ko it's the job. Akala ko it's the opportunity. Why am I still not fulfilled? You have to answer that question first. What truly brings fulfillment? When you find the answer on that, on what truly fulfills you, focus your energy there. What are the things that you need to focus? What are the energies that you need to focus on here? Dalin mo yung energy mo sa hard work. Dalin mo yung energy mo sa patience. Dalin mo yung energy mo to really rising above everything by becoming better with what you do. Kumbaga, let this chapter be finished by making sure you've given your best first here. So that pag na-prove mo sa sarili ko, I've done it here. And then you can go to the next level without worries. Kasi kahit ano man mag-unfold, no matter where you are, ang guarantee mo is nagawa ko na siya in the past. So kahit saan ako pumunta, maiba man ang sitwasyon, maiba man yung mga taong katrabaho ko, maiba man yung environment ko, I've done it before, I can do it again. But you cannot promise yourself that you're gonna start there kung hindi mo alam kung wala kang proof or wala kang basis na nagawa mo na siya before. Focus on your energies muna here. Make sure na you're leaving not because you're wanting to just escape it. You are leaving because you've done it here. You're wanting to leave because you're able to learn something and apply it all. Only then shall this will manifest. Kasi right now, lalo na dito sa ano na to, that's a representation of the conflict. The internal conflict that we may be experiencing. Through the frustrations that you're processing right now, I'm telling you, the frustration that you're feeling is only just in the surface. It's in the surface because we need to fulfill muna what we have right now. Yung aalis ka ng kumpleto ka, hindi ka yung aalis kasi kulang ka pa din. Focus on your energy here. Make sure na what you have right now, you excel so that you can prove to yourself na no matter where you go, may nagawa na ako. Only then shall this will manifest. But if this is really something that you would want, walang problema. I can help you how to manifest this by improving our energy. You really want this to happen? Manifest it through kindness, through goodness, through patience. And only then shall it manifest into something greater. Charity work is also another good thing that will help you. If you are really wanting to manifest this, I suggest na do your charity work every Wednesday, also on a Saturday. Wednesday because the Wednesday, ang ruling planet ng Wednesdays natin is Mercury, but also it's ang ruling deity is Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. He is also the god of wisdom, and also Lord Ganesha, he is the god of new beginnings. So you would want to do your charity work to please that planet and Lord Ganesha on a Wednesday. On a Saturday, it's Lord Saturn. Si Lord Saturn, he's the god of karma. In short, pag nag-invest tayo ng good karma on a Saturday, marami tayong, look at it this way, si universe or si God, para siyang bangko. Pag magwi-withdraw tayo ng mga blessings through the prayers that we would want to receive, titingnan muna niya, okay, may wini-withdraw siyang blessing, pero ano bang laman ng bangko niya? Ano bang ininvest niyang kindness, goodness, Pag wala masyado, saan kukunin? In short, we need to establish good credit muna bago tayo makahiram o bago tayo makapag-manifest ng mga blessings. So similarly, when you focus your energy into kindness, goodness, patience, hard work, and effort, nag-i-impact ka na ng magandang energy, nagdagdag ka pa ng charity work. In short, you are adding more energy to manifest this. Not frustrations, not anger, not hate, not envy, not jealousy. Not unless yun talagang gusto natin ma-manifest. Do this consistently first and tell yourself that you really want this by manifesting it in all of your energies. Let your thoughts speak out na you're already there, na you're already doing that job and you're excelling well and you're very proud of doing it there. Let your emotions reflect the same. And let your decisions would reflect anything that gears towards patience, hard work, lahat na magaganda, and then do it over and over. Until then, these cards will remain the same. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So welcome everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. And every Tuesday, we provide free tarot reading para sa inyong lahat. Nandito po ang guidelines natin kung gusto nating sumali sa comment section. Hello G, hello. Good evening. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, next participant na tayo. Okay. Here we go. Okay. What does my life po in general would look like in the next months? This is a little too general. Like, anong tawag dito? Bibigyan kita ng chance to tweak your questions more specifically. Kasi when we talk about life, ano bang aspect ng life mo yung gusto mo talagang makita? Gusto mo ba makita mag-i-improve yung life mo para sa career, para sa love life? Pag in general, baka mamaya we miss out more important things. So let's make it more specific. And then, balikan natin yan mamaya. Okay? So, kapag nakaisip ka na naman specific na question, balikan ko to. Okay. Career na lang. Okay. So, tignan natin. Tignan natin yung sa career. So, in the next months, tignan natin yung career. Okay. Get 3 cards for you. Siyempre, sabi ko nga, ang mga magagandang cards na magmamanifest ng mga magagandang blessings, siyempre, yung ating mga major cards. Pero, I'm telling you, importante yung minor cards because, and by the way, sa lahat na magpa-participate, importante na alam ninyo what your current energy speaks of. Para matweak natin yung energy natin, para ma-improve natin kung may kailangan ma-improve. And kung may mga certain energies tayo na kailangan baguhin, kailangan malaman natin. Kasi if we would really want blessings, ibig sabihin lahat ng mga gagawin natin are all about blessings at the same time. So yun ang kahalagahan ng tarot cards. It reminds us, ano bang energy ko? Ano bang mga ginagawa ko? And mindfulness will always bring us that. So let's see. Okay. Okay. We have one major card for you. So tingnan natin yung first card. Ito yung pinanggagalingan natin na energy, and we have the Queen of Spring. When we get Spring, this is representation of wands. And ang wands, ang energy ng wands kasi, this is always about hard work, effort. So look at it this way. If you're the Queen of Spring, you're like the Queen of hard work and effort. And that is really good. I like that. Dahil if someone invests on hard work, and then you get the fruits of your hard work as well. So kung anong tinanim, siya nga anihin. And itong pinanggagalingan na energy. Ang pinanggagalingan natin na energy is about hard work. So that's really good. Only for you to get a major card in the next card. And the major card is a representation kung anong energy natin ngayon. And we have the energy of awakening. And the energy of awakening, this is the equivalent of judgment. Now, the judgment card, okay. Alam ko na, okay. That's why. So finally, in your career, you have a clear direction. I know this is something na kumbaga in the past, hindi pa masyadong clear kung anong, do I take this route? Do I take this route? Do I have the people who can support me pag itong pipiliin ko? Do I have the people who can support me pag ito yung pipiliin ko? And before, it started with confusion. It started with, we are testing waters. We are wanting to see kung anong magiging, hindi lang sa bagay sa atin, pero kung ano yung talagang alam mo na magbibigay ng magandang energy because it's so natural for you. It's effortless for you. No matter how challenging or how smooth the situations are, you know that you're willing to go through it. the willingness for you to go anything is the level of comfort that you also are giving. So that means, in the past, if hindi pa siya masyadong clear, it's a total opposite now. Now you know which route you're taking. And I know in your career, you're wanting to pursue this na. Kasi finally, nakita mo na I feel like I'm also doing well. I'm currently doing well with what I'm doing now. So gusto ko siyang pagyamanin. And you are right about that because this card is talking about nakapili ka na ng desisyon and it's the best decision for you. And I see that you're wanting to climb the corporate ladder for this. If there's only one thing na gusto ko na ibigay sa'yo is that look at this card. It's also reflecting. Okay, so what are the things that I want you to reflect on? If you're going to climb the corporate ladder, so if you're looking at what your boss is doing, so or if kung gusto natin makuha yung kumaga anong ginagawa ng boss natin, tignan mo kung anong ginagawa ng boss mo. So ano bang ginagawa ng boss mo? In the line of work that you have, in the line of business that you have, anong mga ginagawa niya? Ibig sabihin kung anong ginagawa niya, dapat ganun na rin ang ginagawa mo. Are you taking care of the people? Are you wanting to see their needs? Are you wanting be open with what the team needs and then you provide it even if you are not paid for that role. Why? Kasi when we're looking at promotions, and I'm saying this, you know why? Because before, sabi ko nga, I have 15 years of my career in the corporate and ang dami kong ano, I was also a hiring manager in my previous company before. So that means people apply for positions and I need to see what they can do. So in short, ito yung mga hinahanap ko. Ito yung mga hinahanap ko kasi lahat ng mga ina-applyan natin, in our mind, alam na namin na hinahanap namin. So lahat ng hinahanap namin, dapat makita namin sa nag-a-apply. Pag hindi namin nakita yan, there will always be someone who will possess those things, those qualities that we're looking for. And so, you need to understand kung anong ina-applyan mo, dapat ginagawa mo na siya. You just want to formalize it through the promotion that you're getting. And I see that you've chosen it well. But ask yourself, ano pa ang kailangan kong i-improve when I'm looking at my boss? Ano pa ang mga kailangan kong improve na ginagawa niya that I may not 100% be very comfortable doing? Start with that. Start with that and improve on that. And it also does not hurt to, syempre, seek the support and guidance ng ating boss so that they can help you with that. Ask if meron kang pwedeng maging training. Humingi ka ng mga task niya na ginagawa niya that you can help with. And this is what the last card is about. Two of Spring. Exactly. Tinan mo, nag-aaral. You are wanting to absorb. You are wanting to learn. So that is what you're going to do. If you really want to climb the corporate ladder, ibig sabihin kung ano yung inaasam-asam natin na posisyon, yung mga ginagawa na nila, ginagawa mo na din. And then when you get it, and you want to climb the corporate ladder again, tingnan mo na naman yung kung sino yung nasa taas mo. And kung anong ginagawa niya, dapat ganun na din ang ginagawa mo. And so, when the awareness is here, actually, this is really already good for you dahil you have one major card that's telling you you're in the right direction. Now, I want you to keep an open mind and heart and to study ano pa ba ang pwede kong matutunan and be more than willing to learn it. Kasi sabi ko nga, do not think that when we think of promotion, the job gets easier. Hindi. Imagine mo, if we're talking about taking bigger responsibilities, taking bigger roles, that means bigger responsibilities. Kung before, ang iniisip mo lang yung sarili mo, yung sarili mong, kung anong kailangan mong gawin, para sa'yo lang yon. When you fulfill it, good job sa'yo. Pero, pag you climb the corporate ladder, kung ano na, that means you're gonna be handling other people. Hindi mo na lang iisipin yung sarili mong the things that you need to do or your own tasks and your own priorities. Ibig sabihin, ang priority mo is kung anong priority is ma-meet ang priority nilang lahat at yung lahat ng hahawakan mo, lahat yun ma-meet nila ang priority nila. Pag na-meet nila lahat ng priority nila, na-meet mo ang priority mo. That's the kind of, and that means you have to be very responsible and accountable for everybody else. So kung hindi pa tayo sanay doon, that's another practice. Do this over and over and do not be afraid to keep learning. Do not be afraid to ask, what else can I do? What else can I improve on? That is also a process of learning. When you embrace that, you're going to be up for promotion. Is it something that you will manifest this year? Right now, nandun ka sa process ng learning. So go ahead and learn. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, my name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Nagbibigay tayo ng free tarot reading dito and libre lang po magtanong. Nasa comment section natin yung guidelines natin kung gusto nating sumali. Mamaya na ako dadaldal. Kailangan sagutin na natin lahat ng mga questions ninyo. So, magpadala ng ating mga katanungan kung may gusto tayong tanungin. Okay? So, Here we go sa ating next participant. Ay, aba naman. Wow, I'm so happy. I'm so happy dahil ang ating katanungan ng ating next participant is something I have been waiting for since January. Walang nagtatanong ng health. Ngayon may nagtanong na ng health. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Okay. Okay. So, ang ating next participant ay health ang katanungan. I'm so happy for that dahil ah when I ask about health, I mean when I read about health, I don't get the cards. I just see and check your aura. Okay? Because I'm a Reiki master as an energy healer, what I do is I'm very comfortable seeing kung saang parts ng body natin yung kailangan ng focus. Kasi what we have to understand with our body. Ay, by the way, I want to say hello muna sa mga ano. Okay, hi G. Hello din Amor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hello, hello, hello. So, sabi ko nga, ang katawan natin, it's a directory of lessons that we all need to learn. Okay? So, yung mga what we, sabi ko nga, ang universal law of cause and effect, nag-a-apply din yan sa katawan natin. Okay? When I say nag-a-apply din yan sa katawan natin, kung anong tinatanim natin, anong ginagawa ng katawan natin, aanihin din natin. So kung binibigay natin lahat ng magaganda para sa katawan natin, and I may be just saying our body, but it's practically our life. Kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin, that means we always know what's best for our body. Proper food, diet, nutrition, sleep, okay, water, okay, exercise, meditation. Okay, so in short, yung mga magagandang bagay sa katawan natin, alam natin. Pag binigay natin yon, edi syempre magre-reflect din yun sa katawan natin. Hindi magkakasakit, hindi magre-reflect yung mga kahit anong mga possible na ano. And I'm telling you, even COVID-19, and I mean, it's 3 years. This is the third year that we are experiencing the pandemic situation. And until now, hindi ako ma-infect nun. You know why? Dahil kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. I've been investing many good things about my body. That's why my body reflects it as well. Okay? And syempre, meron akong mga vaccine, syempre. Nagpa-vaccine din ako, syempre. That's another thing. When everything na dadalin mo yung energy mo sa magaganda, magre-reflect din yung sa katawan mo. Now, if it is the opposite, kung hindi natin masyadong binibigay yung proper food and nutrition, proper diet, walang exercise, wala ring tulog, wala ring ano, baka mawawalan din ng gising yan. No? Wag naman, joke lang. So in short, hindi natin binibigay yung mga best sa katawan natin kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. Now, the body will always reflect those lessons through either manifestation of body pain, pwedeng injury through wounds, or it can progress into an illness. Sometimes, kapag talagang hindi talaga na-improve yung mga dapat magaganda sa katawan natin, of course, it will progress even more. Sometimes, medyo huli na ang lahat. Minsan, irreversible na. Okay? Our body is divided into two parts. Yung kanang bahagi natin, this is our sacred masculine side or the positively charged side of our body. Yung kaliwang bahagi naman, this is our negatively charged energy or yung this is our sacred feminine energy. So, ang sacred, ang ano natin, ang right side natin, sacred masculine natin, anything na mga pain, anything na mga wounds, injuries, or illnesses na magre-reflect sa kanang bahagi natin, male person associated in our life ang possible na nag-contribute on that. Anything that would reflect on our left side, ibig sabihin nun, babae naman sa buhay natin ang possible na nag-contribute in manifesting that in our body. So it can be very simple na mga body pain na ganyan, but then again, it always means something. Okay? So tingnan muna natin para sa ano natin. Para sa current participant natin, tingnan natin yung energy ng ano natin, yung katawan natin. Let's see. You know what? If there is anything glaring lang naman, everything in your mind, body, and soul is absolutely amazing. If there's just one tiny little thing na alam ko naman tinatrabaho na din itong participant ko dahil nakita ko lang naman na ano, it's everything that concerns over-processing our thoughts. That's the only thing. Kasi nung yung chinek ko yung aura, na direct lang yung attention ko in the head part, that means nandoon ang over-processing ng thoughts natin, aka overthinking. Okay? So, imagine mo, every time that we process some thoughts in our mind, para natin nilalagyan ng libro yan, okay? Because we want to, no, we are revisiting that experience, we want to learn from it, just like how we're reading a book. Pinapatong natin yung isang librong yan. And then let's say, that is just one situation, okay? One experience, one situation, one person, let's say. Pero the more you process those thoughts in your mind, kapag dumadami ng dumadami yung pinaprocess natin nang hindi natin nare-resolve, hindi natin na-achieve yung ating peace of mind, and then imagine lahat nakapatong yung mga librong yan. Okay? So, the more books that we have in our head, imagine mo if it is something in real life, kung maraming nakapatong na libro sa atin, pwedeng mabigat yon, okay? And so, it can result into mga simple telltale signs, headaches, okay? Or you feel like you're starting to get a headache or you're feeling a little dizzy. Anything that concerns our head as well, or yung thinking natin or our mind, that is also a quick reflection of that. And of course, imagine mo kung tuloy-tuloy natin to ginagawa, and then it can progress to many things, okay? Now, there is nothing wrong with over processing our thoughts. Honestly, it's an important thing to do. You know why? Kasi nga, if we are not using it and we're meant to use it, bakit hindi natin ginagamit? Okay? So, okay lang na gamitin natin. Pero sabi ko nga, lahat ng sobra at kulang, hindi ito maganda. Balance is key. Okay, so how do we balance when we tend to overprocess or we tend to, aka, overthink? And I'm telling you, there are also people who are very innate, very natural in overprocessing thoughts. And again, there's, yes, hindi ko naman sinasabing ikaw yun. Si baby, biglang lumingon si baby. Isa pa siyang very natural lang overprocessing yung thoughts. Sabi ko nga, it's very innate to people, okay? May mga taon talagang very natural ang pag-overprocess. Walang masama. But every time that you find yourself overprocessing things, you just have to be very realistic. Because sabi ko nga, just like how we want to prove something, we have to prove it through facts. We need to state a fact so that we can prove. Okay, so you know how it is in science, diba? It starts with hypothesis. The hypothesis become theories, and then we test it over and over before it becomes a law. And how it becomes a law, it goes through testing, processing, and it has to be substantial facts. It has to be true. Okay, so in short, if you were faced with one truth and you don't know if it's true or not, and you tend to process everything here and then substantiate everything, make it factual so that you will get the resolution. If it's something that is you cannot find the facts for that, you cannot substantiate, then you'd know, okay, I'm just over processing things. Kung hindi ko ma-substantiate, I'm over processing things. And then to learn to pause. And this is another exercise because we have to be mindful kung saan ba natin dinadala yung energy natin. Babalik na naman yung first experience natin. Remember, where your awareness goes, energy flows. And when energy flows, it shall manifest in your life. So that means, yung awareness mo, dadalin mo siya in a place where it knows overthinking. Pag nag-flow na yung energy nun, and then you will overprocess everything and it will manifest. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka makakapag-isip ng matino. It can result to sleepless nights. It can even result to confusion kasi ang dami nangyayari dito, hindi natin masort yung mga ating iniisip. That means, it can reflect, pag tuloy-tuloy ito, pwede na siya mag-progress into an illness. You have to understand that our body is so amazing. When we talk about the real body language, that is a reflection of yung mga pain, okay, yung mga illnesses that we're experiencing or the injuries that we get. It's a reflection of that. That's the real body language. Only that we just don't know what our body is speaking of. We just don't know what it's telling us. But now we know. Now we know. So every time you get to process things, be factual, be realistic. Okay, meron ba akong proof for me to say na this is really this? Kung anong pinaprocess ko ay totoo? Kung hindi, and then napapa-overthink lang ako. And then take a pause. And then realign your focus. And then ground yourself. Okay? If there's anything that I'm telling, and that I'm seeing rather in our current participant, it's really just everything that's processing in the head. Everything that you process in your thoughts. In short, sabi ko nga, every time that you go through this and na-realize mo, then take a pause. Dahil otherwise, kung na-realize mo naman na kailangan mo talaga siyang pag-isipan and then galingan. In short, the answer is, then find the answer. Find the resolution. Okay? That's the thing. Hindi kasi yung parang iniisip lang natin na iniisip na wala naman tayong solusyon. Why are you thinking about it in the first place? Why are you over-processing it in the first place if not about getting the result or getting these questions answered? So remember, dapat alam natin bakit natin ginagawa ang mga bagay-bagay. Para mas madali mo ring masabi sa sarili mo, okay, kaya ako ginagawa 'to, kaya ako dinadala yung energy dito kasi gusto kong makuha 'to. Pero if you find yourself doing things and you don't understand why you're doing it, ask yourself first, "Why am I doing it?" That probably is your answer. But for now, for our current participant, I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy because sabi ko nga, lahat ng mga opportunities natin is just about everything and that we will just sort out in our thoughts, but everything's good. That means, realistically speaking, you're in very good shape. And that makes me happy. So therefore, when you see yourself over processing your thoughts, or you may be going through many things, and then be factual and ask yourself, kaya ko ba i-resolve to? Is there a way for me to resolve it? Or is this even true? Is this even worth the energy of me processing this? Kung hindi, and then take a pause and breathe. Meditation will always save us. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Hi, Kala. Ay, shush, nagising na yung anak ko. So, later on, kapag pag medyo okay, nagsasnack. Okay, so nagsasnack siya. Okay, so, if you would want to participate, libre lang. Ang guidelines po natin, nakalagay po yan here in our comment section. Sundan lang natin yung ating guidelines and then libre na magtanong. Next participant na tayo. By the way, before we continue, one lucky winner of Crystal Abundance Bracelet, 1,000 pesos worth, ng ating official partner, celestialblue.ph. That's yung blue, it's BLEU.ph. You can check the Instagram and Facebook page. Every single time na we have a live session, may one lucky winner tayo ng 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet. We will allot the last 10 minutes so that we can get our one lucky winner. Mag-raffle po tayo mamaya. So please stay tuned. And also, for your own crystal needs, kung baka mamaya may gusto tayo mga ma-manifest din, anything, halimbawa, love life. Naku, rose quartz na yan. So, love life or yung career natin, do know that Celestial Dew will always, anything and everything that you need energetically, may ibibigay niya in the form of these bracelets. Actually, I'm wearing one. Lahat naman ng bracelets ko ay Celestial Blue. Okay, so syempre, naka-tailor fit siya sa mga energies na kailangan ko din. Kung kayo may kailangan din kayo ma-manifest, do not hesitate to reach out either in the Facebook or the Instagram account. It's at celestialblue.ph. Okay, so next question na tayo. Ang haba. Okay, may essay writing. Okay, so for essay writing contest, tingnan natin. Okay, so here we go. Good evening po, Sir Marky. Good evening din sa'yo. Ino-offeran po ako bumalik sa previous work ko. I left po kasi super toxic ng head ko at ibang directors. Now po, wala na yung head ko at may complete staff na. I'm thinking po na baka po less stress na. Ask ko lang po if will it be a good decision to go back para sa financial stability ko, para maisabay sa freelancing ko, or just work on my freelance and focusing on making it grow kahit di pa ako kasing financially rewarding ito. I'm worried about my mental health din po kasi. Okay. So, dun pa lang sa question nyo, ang dami-dami na nating marirealize. Okay? So, picking up from our first participant, medyo similar. Okay? So, first of all, let's focus on the last statement. I'm worried about my mental health. Okay. So, if one of the factors that may have shaken your mental health is yung previous work, and if it's not just about the people you work with, but it's the actual work, it's the actual environment. And I'm telling you, these people may be that, but if it's still the same nature, and then you may possibly engage in the same possibilities. Why? It's the same nature. It's the same environment. It's the same culture. Tanggalin mo man yung ibang tao, if it's the same culture, same environment, it's still bound to get the same things. So, I know that there are many things. So, medyo dear marking muna tayo bago tayo bumunot ng cards. Kasi all I'm telling you is that ang dami mo nang mapipick up doon sa question natin. When you're asking these questions, basahin uli natin. Dahil dun sa mga sinasabi natin, malalaman mo kung anong energy mo. Malalaman mo kung ano talagang pinagdadaanan mo. May na-pick up ka ng mental health. That means maraming shaking experiences in our thoughts that would not give you the stability that you need so that you can focus and concentrate in improving your career. So in short, if you're really mindful of your mental health, tas isusugod mo uli yung sarili mo doon, and then you're bound to get the same thing. You're bound to get the same thing. Ano ba muna ang priority natin? If you're saying that you're worried about your mental health and that's the last statement, I believe that's also another important thing that you should really focus on. If you say, no, if one of the reasons that you left that company is because of your wanting to improve your mental health, why go back? So my say, if one of the things then that motivates you to go back, it's because the financial stability, you're doing freelance work right now, sabi ko nga, kung anong tinim, siya nga anihin. And if you really want this, and if this gives you peace of mind, bakit mo ipagpapalit ang peace of mind? Or, sabi ko nga, ask yourself this. If you know na going back to your previous work is not gonna make your mental health very good, but you're willing to go through it because it gives you the financial stability, dapat alam natin yung papasukin natin. If you're okay with that, and tell me if you are honestly okay with that. Because if you're not honestly okay with that, bakit mo gagawin? You have to be very mindful. Sometimes all it takes is for us to analyze things. Ano ba talagang mahalaga sa atin? What do I really want to manifest? And ask your body as well. How was my body when I was working there? Is my body okay? Did my body receive the best energies there? Did my body experience the best experiences there? Pero kung hindi, tapos ibabalik mo yung sarili mo doon, then your body is meant to experience not so good things. In any of sa lahat din ng mga magtatanong sa atin ngayon, even without me answering the questions, when you read all of your questions, andun na rin yung sagot. But first of all, alam mo ba kung anong gusto mo? Ask yourself first. First, alamin mo kung anong pinakamahalaga sa'yo. Right now. Hindi before. Hindi bukas. Anong mahalaga sa'yo ngayon? Why? Because it's so easy. It's so easy to plan your tomorrow if you are certain with your now. It's so easy to learn from your past if alam mo kung anong meron sa'yo ngayon. You have to be aware, ano bang meron sa akin ngayon? Anong pinahahalagahan ko ngayon? Start with that. And when you get a clear answer, take it from there. Because with the questions na nangyari dito, you're talking about toxic boss. It can also, sabi ko nga pwedeng yung boss na yun, pwedeng the directors, pwedeng the people you work with, but they're working on a certain environment and a certain culture and a certain, driven to a certain goal. So in short, by hook or by crook, kahit sino umupo dyan, if they have the same goal, they can be very creative in getting that. It may lead to frustration as well. So ask yourself, ano ba talaga muna ang mas mahalaga sa atin ngayon? Anong gusto mong i-prioritize muna? Dahil sabi ko nga, first things first. Ay, ayan na yung anak ko. Ay, shush, meron na tayong, ay, shush, tadan! Ishish, kalabinch. Ay, shush, gulat na gulat naman siya. Ay, okay, tapos na daw yung airtime niya, okay? Are you sure? Hindi pa may isang airtime. Ay, ay, shush. O, sige, stay with daddy here. O, sige. Diyan ka. Ayun, okay. O, ayan na. Ano na yung ano natin, yung boss natin. Ito, anong tawag dito? So, all I'm saying is that when you get to answer all of those current questions, marami ka na ring magiging sagot. Kasi, what would you want to happen? Bumalik ka doon sa dati mong trabaho with many questions unresolved? O bumalik ka na doon just for the financial stability? Pero hindi mo alam na hindi pa pala nahi-heal yung ating mental aspect, only for you to add more pain and suffering, and only for you to parang it's like adding more possible damage. But you're going to engage going back, and that means possible na hindi pa rin natin may improve yan. Ask yourself what is also meaningful for you. Mas matimbang ba ang mental health versus financial stability? Or we are also fulfilled with our freelance work because at least you're at peace. It's always important when you're doing something, dapat alam natin kung bakit. Dapat alam natin yung energy natin, why we do things. Kasi only then can our manifestations be true. Can our manifestations be solid. mas magandang magtrabaho pag alam mo yung that commercial, that coffee commercial that says, 'di ba, para kanino ka bumabangon. You have to know why, because you may be excelling with everything and anything that you're doing, pero kung hindi mo alam why you're excelling, why am I doing this? Why am I excelling anyway? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm being financially rewarded on this, but why am I doing this? Hindi lang siya bias na dun lang sa may hindi maganda. Kahit na sobrang ganda ng mga nangyayari sa'yo, sobrang ganda ng mga blessings, pero hindi mo alam kung bakit mo rin siya ginagawa, and then that will also lead you to the same place. It will always lead to confusion. And then it will lead to telling yourself, now I'm experiencing all great things, but why am I still not happy? Or why am I still not fulfilled? It's always best no matter what you do, no matter what situation or life aspect. It can be for career right now that we're discussing, but it can also be about your love life. It can also be about your health. Imagine mo, you can be experiencing many of those, okay, all at the same time. Imagine that. So we have to ask ourselves, why am I doing things? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Every single time that you're asking those questions, you're allowing yourself to grow. Because eventually, if you realize na, oh nga pala, I'm doing this because this is what I'm really meant to do, because I'm passionate with this, because I love what I'm doing. And then that's a very good reason to do that. Or if you're really sure na it's just because it's for the financial gains, then focus on that. That means no matter what the situations will be, no matter how this will unfold, merong mga tao that will also give you the challenges, you should be okay with that dahil in the end, okay lang, I'm paid anyway. I'm okay to go through it because I'm paid anyway. I'm financially rewarded. I'm financially fulfilled. At least you know. Pero kung hindi natin alam kahit the only thing that makes us motivated, then we have to start from there. Sadly, anong tawag dito, with the things that with the things that I'm reading right now, mas maganda na you also just ask yourself all that first. Kasi you know what? If we get the cards for you right now, pag kumuha lang tayo ng cards natin dito, tas the cards will just reflect your current energy. And and if it reflects your, here's the thing, imagine mo yung gagawin ko. Pag sinabi ko na okay, maganda yun sa maganda yun sa work, and then you subject yourself to that, tapos pagdating mo doon, you go through it over and over, and then ano talagang natulong ko sa'yo nun? Or kung ma-realize mo na hindi pala maganda yung energy sa freelance work mo, but it gives you the peace of mind, ano naman ang na-contribute ko sa'yo do'n? Binigyan lang kita ng worries. Kasi mare-realize mo na, oo nga, may peace of mind ako dito, but I'm not financially rewarded. But instead, why not? Why not? If you're really sure if it's about freelance work, then do better. Then focus your energies there. Then make sure na anything, lahat na itatanim mong energy, hard work, effort, patience, lahat na magaganda, and then mag-earn yan. And if you realize din, on the contrary, if you realize, mas maganda palang bumalik dun sa and then be ready. Be ready. Because dapat, kung anong pipiliin mo doon, and there's no judgment kung anong pipiliin mo, at least you've given it a good thought. At least you've planned, you've organized everything. At least alam mo yung papasukin mo. Hindi ka rin clueless. Imagine, you want to go to war, but you're clueless about what kind of battle it is. We have to know. We have to plan. We have to organize. We have to be aware. We have to be mindful. We have to know why we do things and what's in it for me when I do these things. What will I get? You have to ask those questions. Only then shall you get your answer. Because honestly, kahit na the cards will reveal it, kahit na sabihin ko kahit na sabihin ko kung anong para sa'yo, ang totoo niyan, alam mo yung sagot. Possible that we just are not taking time to really analyze things. Why? Because we need to heal from it eh. Meron pa tayong pinanggagalingan trauma. May pinanggagalingan pa tayong konting hugot ng experiences. And we just needed to heal from that first. Focus on healing that first. And when you do, you're unstoppable kasi at least you're fully healed. At least you've done your part. At least you've given yourself that best opportunity to learn. But kung hindi natin gagawin yon, if we don't realize the learnings there, it's like sweeping the dust under the rug. We may not physically see it because it's covered, but it's still there. It's just covered. Naka-cover up lang yan. But it's still there. So why not just focus on cleaning? Ay, oh my God pala ka. Oh my gosh, kala yung work art naman. Ay, naku po. Okay lang daw. Okay, sige. Nagulat ako. Sorry na. Kasi nagpe-painting kaya rin ako nahuli kanina. Nagpe-painting session kami. Nagwo-work of art kami kanina. And then na-realize, oh my God, I'm late na. Sorry na. Kaya hindi ko na na-mention. And they're still doing their work of art. And then nagising si Kala, may naapakan na work of art. Nagulat ako. Sorry na. Okay na. Ayun. Anyway, all I'm saying is that mas maganda rin na ikaw ang sumagot nitong tanong na to sa sarili mo. What am I doing and why am I doing things? Because honestly, you know yourself. Honestly, you know what's best for you. It's only a matter of really understanding why you do things and why you are motivated to do such. Mas magiging meaningful yung journey when you discover this yourself. Because after all, this is just one aspect of your life na kailangan mong pagtuunan ng pansin. Pag natutunan mo 'to, apply the same learnings in your other life aspects, sa love life, sa career, sa health. They are all bound to go through the same process. Because you have to understand everything about it. Because you just don't commit yourself to it. You understand what you're going through, why you need to go through it, and what are the things that surrounds it so that you can become better. It's always about becoming a better version of yourself. And how can you fully say na you've learned or you became a better version without learning those experiences in the past? Start there first. Heal from that trauma first. So that, pag na-heal mo na yung sarili mo and then you realize na, oh man, okay naman akong bumalik. It's just those people. It's just those environment. And it's just those situations. But anyway, I'm okay to go through it. But you have to be clear first. Start with answering those questions and then be ready to embrace the answer. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, tingnan nga natin, time check tayo. Sige, magsagot na tayo na magsagot. Before we continue, one lucky winner of 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance bracelet courtesy of our official partner, Celestial Blue. If you want to check his Instagram and Facebook page, and if you are looking for the perfect crystals, not just to match the energies that you need to manifest and to pray for, aesthetically appealing. I mean, look at my bracelets. Okay, so if you want to experience that, you want to fully customize your own, message celestialblue.ph and then make sure na be ready for such an amazing ride dahil napakaganda ng mga bracelet and at the same time, very swak yan sa budget natin. Okay? So, next, bubunot na ako yung question pala muna. Next participant na tayo. Tingnan natin. Okay, here we go. Okay. Aba. Okay. Isang suki na naman ang ating next participant. Hi, Master. Namaskaram din sa'yo. Itatanong ko lang sana if this year perfect time to purchase a lot investment. Wow, tingnan natin yan. Sige, tingnan natin kung perfect yung kung mag-i-invest ng lot. Gumagaan naman ang loob ko sa sa current participant natin. Gusto bumili ng lote. Parang gaan ng loob ko, di ba? Usually yung yan, yung gumagaan yung loob ko kapag maraming pera yung tao. Kaya panggaan ang loob ko dito. Tingnan natin kung perfect ang timing this year. Pero sabi ko nga, naghahanap lang tayo ng kung favorable o hindi. Pero kung gusto natin, what stops you? Kung gusto natin, di magtanim ng good energy. Okay. Parang isang pattern ng mga questions natin. Okay. So, if you want something, manifest it by making sure you know what you want to manifest and what are the energies that come with it. Kung maganda ang gustong ma-manifest, dapat maganda rin ang itatanim na energy. Let's be clear there. Okay? I'll give you the same. Okay. Para may goal lang. Kung goal lang, you can goal at anything. Basta syempre, kung anong goal, it should be the same amount of energy na ibibigay. Hindi siya yung magbibigay. Because you cannot expect that you're going to invest something that's bad only for something good to come out from it. Malabo. Okay? So, but my say, sabi ko nga, ang lalabas dito ay favorable o hindi, but do not stop yourself. Kung gusto talaga, edi ilaban, di ba? Kasi imagine yourself na wanting something else nang gagawin mo lahat para lang makuha yun. It should be in anything and everything. Hindi yung, imagine na anong tawag dito, you want something good pero pinanghihinaan tayo ng loob o hindi nervous tayo or we second guess. Paano talaga natin siya makukuha kung ang mga tinatanim natin na energy is about doubt, about fear? So, invest on the good things. Okay? Sabi ko nga, do not be, ano tawag dito, whatever comes out in the energies na makukuha natin, do not stop yourself. If you want it, sabi nga ni Ariana Grande, if you want it, take it. Ganun. Ganun dapat. Okay? So, tingnan natin ang energies. First card. Ay, baliktad. Okay, first card, second card, third card. Okay. Okay. So, ito na yung sagot. We have 3 minor cards. The first card is the Six of Spring. So, that means, marami ka talagang tatrabahuhin muna. Okay? Marami ka muna tatrabahuhin. Okay? And that is not bad. Why? Kasi kung gusto natin, that's the way to do it. Tatrabahuhin talaga natin. And it's not impossible. Only that you just need to work hard for it. Next is we have the Nine of Summer. Pag napagtrabahuhan na natin, it's so easy to get, it's so easy to choose. It's so easy to, it's so easy to manifest it. Kasi at least alam mo na pagtrabahuhan na natin. But also, what this second card is telling, actually, you will get several opportunities naman for you to manifest it. It's not gonna be a very easy route to take dahil sabi ko nga we're talking about a huge amount, okay? Pero with the first and the second card, it's telling you pagtatrabahuhan lang and you will get the opportunity. But also the last card, in the end, this is what you meant to happen. In the end, and sabi ko nga, eto na tayo. And yung last card kasi, this is what the last energy is about. Sabi ko nga, whatever comes out here, if you still want to go for it, and what stops you? But yun nga, the last card is the Queen of Winter. And remember, kapag winter yan, what was once flowing, hindi masyado magpo-flow, it will be frozen. It's not meant. Possible na yung timing lang. Because the second card, maraming opportunities Maraming opportunities. Tingnan mo nga, yung napaka-green, napakayabong ng environment. And the fireflies that you see here are the opportunities that are popping here and there. But I believe that it is a little timing. So if you feel like, kung naramdaman mo na din naman, by being realistic, ano ba yung mga expenses ko? Ano ba yung mga kailangan bayaran ko? What are also my goals for this year? And syempre, with the things that you have to go through with your goals, dreams, and aspirations, and the things that you need to go through every day para maabot yung mga yon, you have to be realistic as well. Kasi kung halimbawa, if yung goal natin, yung normal goal natin is here, tapos nandito yung mga nakukuha natin, it will be less visible. Kasi dapat ma-meet natin yan or to exceed it for us to feel the level of comfort. Pero you realistically checking, ano ba yung mga binabayaran ko? What are the things that I need to settle? What are the things that I want to do? Yung ganyan. And if this is the goal and dito lang yung napoproduce mo, and then we have to focus on achieving the goals first. But the thing is, it's not just about that. Sometimes it is the timing. With the last card, I may feel that it is not the timing for this year. Why? Because there are other things to fulfill first. Alam ko rin naman na alam mo yung sinasabi ko na kailangan may tapusin muna. Kailangan muna, kumbaga, before we go to the next chapter, kailangan tapusin muna natin yung chapter nito, and only then shall you just manifest it. Focus on the priorities, focus on fulfilling all of those, and then take on the rest. Or kung gusto pa rin talaga natin, walang problema, doblehin lang natin yung effort natin. And that means, pag dinoble yung effort natin, that means it can be tiring. That means it can be exhausting physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Be willing to go through it. Because after all, we have a goal. Sabi mo nga, this is a part of you setting a goal. So, hindi pwede kasi na sinet natin yung goal natin, na alam natin, it can be challenging, pero sinubject natin yung sarili natin doon, and then we get to tell ourselves, ano ba yan? Ano ba yung ginagawa ko? Ang hirap-hirap, and then we end up complaining. Dapat, kung alam natin yung goal natin, be willing to go through it no matter what the circumstances are, without complaining, without telling yourself na ano ba yung pinasok ko, yung ganyan. You have to be happy going through it dahil ginusto naman natin yun. And hindi, sabi mo nga, hindi naman masama to have a goal. Then every time that you need to work hard, remind yourself of that goal. Remind yourself of the good energy that you're investing. Because, again, awareness and mindfulness is key for us to manifest. When we continuously do that, we can manifest everything. May say, kung gusto mo talaga, prepare. Itodo ng itodo ang ating mga kailangang paghandaan. Or if you feel like you want to set it aside first, okay lang din. Pero it doesn't diminish the fact that this is also a good goal. So if this is really something that you would want, then don't stop yourself. In fact, mag-invest ka na mag-invest sa napakagandang energies and then yan din ang makukuha mo. It can be, I may be discussing this and yung pinag-uusapan natin is you acquiring this, but sabi ko nga, it can be in anything and everything about our lives. Sa love life, sa career natin, it's all the same thing. Kung anong tinanim siya nga anihin. So if you really want this, even no matter what the odds are, push for it. It's not a bad idea. Gusto ko lang na you have to be mindful of what are the things that are bound to happen. And then, embrace it fully without complaining. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Ay, bakit may essay writing? Ayan. Kaya pala puro doubt din yung din ako. Okay, yun nga. So sabi ko nga, kung anong tinanim siya nga anihin. Again, mindfulness is key. You have to realize many things about yourself before you get to manifest great things. You have to understand what are you doing, who you are, what are the things that you do, etc. before you fully manifest anything. When you get to know this and then very good, oh my God, is that my iPod? Yours? What's that? Huh? Sige, sabihin mo na ano yun. Food? Me? Okay, pass. Okay, sige. Or maybe drinks. Okay. What are you ordering? Basta kuha mo akong drinks. Di ba kakain na kami? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. May time pa tayo. Magsagot pa tayo ng maraming tanong. But then again, sabi ko nga, one lucky winner of 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance bracelet para sa ating lucky winner mamaya. Malapit na nating mag-allot tayo ng last 10 minutes so that we can get the lucky winners. Also, kung hindi tayo masyadong mapalad for tonight to get that 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance bracelet, lahat po ng sasali mamaya, you earn your raffle entry because at the end of the month, we will also have our monthly draw wherein you can win workshop passes from us, we have crystal work for modern living. Kung gusto nyo malaman, para saan ba yung mga crystals and why do we wear crystals and do they work? Yes, they do. So that class will introduce everything. Will bring in the awareness and paano saan mo pa siya magagamit to maximize everything. Also, we have Reiki 1 classes and Vedic astrology. Okay? By the way, if you have not watched our weekly tarot reading, naku po, ang Wednesday energy natin medyo challenging. Kung hindi pa natin napapanood, it's really best for us to prepare. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, yung daily energies natin, it's like the weather for the day. One way or another. Let me explain as well. Sometimes kasi, you will directly experience the reading. Sometimes, hindi sa'yo directly. It can be on to the people around you. It can be your friends, it can be your relatives. In short, pag na-realize mo, that's because that's the energy for today. There are times kasi na it's not literally going to reflect on your situation, but it can be the people that you know na doon magre-reflect. Okay? So ang energy ng cards natin medyo up and down ang ating energy this week. So it's best na the more we are prepared with the energy, mas nagiging lesser yung impact niya. And mas nakakapag-prepare tayo syempre. So, manood ng ating weekly tarot reading after this. So, next question na tayo. Okay, let me see. Okay, next. Okay, so finances po this month, tignan natin. Okay, akala ko hingi ka ng allowance sa akin. Joke. Nagkatrabaho lang din tayo. Okay, so joke lang yon. So tignan natin, finances for this month. Let's see. Eto na naman tayo. Okay, so every time that we're going to ask these questions, sabi ko nga, baka mamaya, pag sobrang ganda, hindi porke sobrang ganda, tandaan, this reflects your current energy. Kung halimbawa, napansin natin or na-realize natin na sobrang ganda ng energy ng finances natin this month, tandaan, lahat yan nakuha mo because of the energies na binibigay natin. If you become a little complacent, or medyo nabawasan yung focus natin, nabawasan yung hard work natin, nabawasan yung patience natin, may iba rin yan. Ang mga reading natin is all about a reflection of what my current energy is about. Kung maganda, edi i-maintain mo yung kagandahan or i-maintain or do it even more. O kaya paggandahin pa yung energy natin. Pero pag na-realize natin na hindi ganun kaganda yung energy natin, that's a wake-up call. That means we need to change our energy. Okay? So kung ano man ang lalabas dito, still, pagandahin yung energy. Sabi ko nga, manifesting it is one, maintaining it is another. It's also challenging to really maintain the energy and we know that. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, pag na-manifest natin kagandahan, our equal responsibility and accountability is ituloy-tuloy yun. Okay? Tignan natin, ano naman ang ating energy ng finances para sa ating February. Tignan natin. Okay. And by the way, kung ang mga question natin is about abundance o yung career natin, anong tawag dito, hindi porke minor cards ang makukuha natin or hindi porke hindi major or baka mamaya hinahanap lang natin major cards ang magbibigay ng pinakamagandang good news. Hindi po. When we talk about kung ang gusto nating malaman is associated with money, meron ding minor cards that perfectly tells us that. Nandyan yung mga pentacles natin, or here in the Victorian Fairy Tarot, ang mga energies na hanapin natin will be autumn. Dahil ang autumn, imagine mo, yan ang harvest time. Yan ang season ng harvest. So let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Kailangan maghigpit tayo ng sinturon. We have 3 minor cards. Now, the first one, okay, napakaganda naman ng unang reminder natin. We have this 2 of summer. When we get summer, that's the cups. But yung representation ng cups, it can be 2 things. It can be a form of celebration. It can be a form of emotion. But there is a body of water here. So that means the emotion ang pinaka-strengthened here. I know we started this month na we feel a little, okay lang, kaya yung finances, kaya naman, you're doing your planning, okay. You're doing your planning, you're setting your goals, or you're being realistic of, okay, I'm gonna spend this, I'm gonna spend that, you're allotting the budget, etc. And you know that you're okay yung okay yung budget for this month. Okay siya, okay. Or, or so we thought. Sabi ko nga, dahil yung next card, we have the Six of Summer. Medyo bumuhos ang bumuhos. Medyo nawalan tayo ng control. Okay? And because of that, pag nawalan tayo ng control, tignan natin yung nangyari sa ending. We have, ayun, nagiging winter. What was once flowing, imagine mo yung summer, biglang naging winter agad. Kung anong kay init-init naging naglamig. Okay? Mindfulness. Okay. So, sabi ko nga, it's a very important kasi, alam mo yung sometimes we work hard but we want to realize na okay, I want to experience naman yung aking yung mga pinaghirapan, to reward myself every single time. Yung mga tipong konting-konting add to cart. Again, walang masama doon because I do that for myself. When you reward yourself, you keep yourself motivated. Pero iba yung minomotivate mo yung sarili mo, nire-reward mo yung sarili mo versus hindi na natin napaplano ng maigi yung lahat. I want you wala nga, sabi ko nga syempre naman kung ikaw yung tatrabaho, and again, no one should also question how we also spend our money because after all, tayo naman ang naghirap nun, walang problema dyan. But at the same time, ano ba muna yung goal natin? If the goal natin is asking for finances na and to just really be mindful, ano mo ending ng energies natin. But if you're not gonna be shaken no matter what will unfold, ibig sabihin whether there are blessings or challenges, you would be okay. Pero kung hindi tayo nasa ganung state, that means we need more mindfulness. That means kailangan natin talaga mag-effort to improve on that. Kaya sinabi ko, kailangan natin maghigpit ng sinturon. I can see that there were some unnecessary expenses that happened. Na pwede naman nating oh my gosh, you know what? For this month, pansinin ninyo yung ating consecutive na Fridays, it's reminding us that we can splurge. But the truth is, hindi pwedeng mag-splurge. And I experienced that. Itong Friday na to, just to let you know, ganun na naman yung mararamdaman natin. And looks like na-experience mo yan. Okay, so sabi ko nga, if in last Friday's energy, ang binigay kong reminder doon is that when you feel like you're going to spend for something, hold on. Ang tawag dito, wag muna nating ibigay dahil in the next 2 weeks, and this is the first week, yung second week, yung next week, may mangyayari next week na mas may pangangailangan tayo. That means magre-reflect na yun dito sa'yo. So, you may feel like right now it is okay, pero pag pumalo yung next week natin, and I'm telling you, pag pumalo yung next week natin, we may be needing more. And then you're gonna find yourself in a more challenging situation. Again, walang masama to reward ourselves, pero mas rewarding din na no matter what the situation is, alam mong safe ka. No matter what the situations are, you are comfortable, kumbaga. So, this is something na pwede pa nating ma-improve. How? To make sure that you really, Kumbaga, kung ano lang yung kailangan nating ilabas, then yun lang, you focus on there. Or kung may kailangan o may mga opportunities tayo na makapagtabi o medyo magtimpe sa mga sa mga expenses natin or anything na pwede nating paghigpitan ng sinturon, and then let's do it. Because sabi ko nga mas grabe yung next week, okay? Mas may kailangan talaga tayong paggastusan next week. So, dahil diyan, I want you to be more mindful and just plan your expenses and plan anything that is out of kung hindi naman the difference between a need and a want, go through that every time. Okay, go through that every time. And just for this period, because nga may mga konting warnings tayo eh. Kung wala namang warnings in the future, or if you feel like you can save for the rainy days, and then if you feel like if you're going to reward yourself, pero when you check, meron namang, do you have more than enough means? No matter when emergency cases will unfold, and if you're comfortable shelling out, and then that gives you the idea. But then again, ask yourself honestly, ano ba sa tingin mo yung comfortable? Ano ba sa tingin mo yung safe? Ano ba sa tingin mo yung feeling mo, no matter what will happen, may mabubunot ka? Because sabi ko nga, the last card is telling you, okay, this one, it's reflecting a family matter. You will be needing it for a family matter. And the least thing you would want is manghihiram ka just because hindi natin siya naabatan ng maigi. May say, hindi pa nangyayari to. So may chance pa, may opportunity pa tayo to improve on this. Hanggat may opportunity makapaghigpit ng sinturon, for a period lang naman yan, and then it gets better. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Time check, we have 15 minutes left, and I mentioned na iwanan natin yung last 10 minutes so that we can entertain yung ating raffle. Okay, so I know you're all excited. Again, 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet, courtesy of celestialblue.ph. Again, for all of your crystal needs, if you want to manifest anything, love, life, career, or yung ating good health, may mga crystals na pwede tayong i-customize on that so that it would not just energetically manifest those blessings, aesthetically, napakaganda ng mga ng combinations ng crystals, as you can see. Okay? So do not hesitate to message celestialblue.ph. You can check him out in his Instagram and Facebook page. Okay? So, one last question for tonight before we go through our raffle. So, tingnan natin. Okay, so, ay mahaba nung Okay. And okay, enlighten me if I will pursue my current career or change career na. Benefits if I remain in my current career. What career should be abundantly help me for my future? What action? Okay, ang haba po ng tanong. Parang essay writing na yung naging natin. But sandali. Okay. Okay, so, this question is very similar dun sa ating previous participant. Sabi ko nga here is something that we need to understand when we ask questions about the tarot cards. May tatanong tayo, sasagutin na ng tarot cards, pero saan galing ang mga sagot? Sa energy din natin. And it is important for us to know ano bang energy natin. But even without asking the cards, we can already have those answers. How? By just being honest with myself. If you ask yourself, no matter what career I have right now, and if you honestly ask yourself and the answer is, kung ang tanong mo, am I happy? Am I genuinely happy? And when you say you're happy, ibig sabihin, no matter what situations will unfold, may mga magagandang bagay na hindi rin ganun masyadong maganda, you're happy to go through it. And if the answer is yes, edi perfect. Stay there. And then, be willing to experience many things. And then again, when you get to experience not just challenges, when you're happy, when you're experiencing blessings, you should also ask yourself that. Now I have this blessing. Now I have this amazing blessing. Am I happy? Am I genuinely happy? And if the answer is yes, then go ahead and stay pa din. But then again, every time you ask those questions, kapag merong challenges, ask yourself as honest as you can and answer it as honest as you can. Ngayon may challenge dito sa trabaho. Am I genuinely happy? Kasi pwede naman na you may be going through, and I'm telling you, no matter which environment, which company, no matter where you go basically, may ups and downs yan eh. May ups and downs yun. And that's part of it. That's part of it. But the thing is, sabi ko nga, if we're going elsewhere, if we're going to switch companies, switch careers, etc., it's always about your willingness to go through anything. Are you okay to go through it? Are you willing to go through it? Are you happy to go through it, whether it's the ups and downs? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and do it. And I'm telling you, no matter where you go, if the question is, will it be fruitful, will be successful, it will all depend on your energy. It will all depend on what you process in your mind, what you process in your emotions, and what are your decisions and what are your actions. So in short, kung gusto mo maging fruitful yung ating magiging career, no matter where you are, that means in your thoughts, ang pinaprocess mo lang lagi, magiging fruitful yung career ko because I'm planning everything, I'm organizing everything, I'm helping myself, I'm helping my thoughts, organize, etc. In your emotions, it should be happiness. It should be fulfillment. In your decision, every decision would always create, if I'm going to make this decision, it should lead to happiness. It should lead to fulfillment. It should lead to good things. And when you take action, gagalaw ka out of love. Gagalaw ka out of happiness. Gagalaw ka out of fulfillment. If yung mga process na yun, hindi love ang sagot natin, hindi maganda nagiging sagot natin, then ask yourself, then why am I doing it? So you have to go through those questions first. Because honestly, kahit saan ka naman pumunta, pero when you go through those questions, yan ang safety net natin eh. Pag hindi na natin nasasagot ng maayos, don't check your energy. Ano bang ginagawa ko kasi? And what are the factors that affect my energy? Why is my energy like this? In short, it all leads to mindfulness. It all leads to awareness. It all leads to for you to really see through. Ano bang ginagawa ko? Ano na experience ko? And sino yung mga tao nandito? And why am I feeling this? Hindi lang tayo tanong na tanong, maganda ba o hindi? Hindi lang tayo tanong ng tanong, will it be worth it o hindi? Ang totoong tanong niyan, ano ang commitment ko sa energy ko? And how can I improve my energy? Yun ang gagawin natin, and anywhere you go, you will succeed. No matter what you will do, you're guaranteed of great things. Pero, kung pupunta ka sa isang bagay, even if napaka-promising ng opportunity, napakaganda, financially rewarding, napaka-fulfilling, pero pag tinanong mo yung sarili mo, tapos hindi naman pala maganda yung energy, hindi maganda yung pagpaprocess natin, it would not become fruitful pa din. So, it's really okay to ask these questions, but importantly, dapat aware tayo sa energy natin. Dapat aware tayo, ano ba muna ang mga ginagawa natin? Ano ba yung mga na-experience ko? Sino yung mga to? Go through it first. Go through it first, and then, at the end of your assessment, and you finally tell yourself, honestly, I'm actually good, then why go? And until maiba yon, of course, hindi ko naman sinasabi din na once you experience something na hindi ganun kaganda and then yung answers mo are gearing towards the opposite side of the spectrum, it doesn't entitle you to go and leave right away. Because sabi ko nga, before we go somewhere else, and when we are needing to iron out something, mas fulfilling yung aalis ka kasi naplansya mo. Aalis ka pero na-resolve mo. Aalis ka, you've experienced this, but this is what I did. And then aalis ka because you're able to fulfill that. Hindi yung aalis ka because clueless ka kung paano mo siya aayusin. Hindi yung aalis ka because hindi mo lang alam paano siya gawin. Wherein you could have done something to improve on it. Wherein you could have given your best effort. Wherein you could have given your best judgment. So, I believe in this session for tonight, we should all reflect, no matter what we are all doing, no matter what career, what business, no matter what line of business it is, ang tanong natin talaga sa sarili natin is, why am I doing this? And if I'm really happy, and does this improve my energy? Pag ginawa ko ba itong trabaho to, may improve ko ba yung sarili ko? Will something fruitful come out from this? And if hindi pa natin ginagawa yan, it's about time that we get to understand. Kasi kung hindi natin naiintindihan why we're doing this, then we have to understand it first. Para, no matter the ups and downs are there, alam mo kung bakit mo siya ginagawa. May blessings ka. Alam po ba't ako may blessing? Kasi ginalingan ko. And kaya ako ginalingan kasi masaya ako. And kaya ako ginalingan because I'm fulfilled. And kaya ako ginalingan because I know I'm meant to be here. Or kapag may challenges, oo nga, hindi maganda. But kahit na hindi maganda, I know why I'm supposed to be here. I'm just here to learn something. I'm here to become better, but I'm not going to be better without learning this. So imagine Imagine in every move, it's always about mindfulness. It's always about awareness. Without that, you're bound to experience the same thing over and over. So start there. Ask those questions sa sarili mo. Assess, reassess, and then understand. Recalibrate. And if at the end of it all, when you reduce all of those questions and the answer is really good, and then by all means stay. And then go through it the same time once you get to experience either something good or not so opposite. Dapat lagi natin chine-check yan. Dapat hindi yung kontento tayo na isang parte ng or one period ng buhay natin natanong natin yan, but then again hindi na natin tinanong uli. Remember, we are all energy. And what the definition of energy is, it is anything and everything that has the potential to change. In short, what change? It can be good, it can be not so good, but we are meant to change. But what kind of change would you want? Pag nasagot mo na kung what kind of change, then you know what energy you need to give in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your decisions, and in your actions. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So that is it for our session for tonight. Hindi ako bumunod ng card kasi you need to really assess it by yourself. But sabi ko nga, when you go through this, mas klaro ang sagot for you. But right now, I want... hello, JJet. Yung anak ko, hello, JJet. Nandyan ka pala, hindi mo lang sinabi. Okay? So by the way, I want everybody who's tuning in right now, please key in your first and your last name. Dahil lahat ng participants natin for tonight, one lucky winner of Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue will be given away tonight. And sabi ko nga, kung hindi naman tayo masyado magiging mapalad sa manalo ng ating crystal bracelets for now, huwag kayong mag-alala dahil sa March, ang ending ng buwan na to, we will have our monthly raffle and then we will be giving away workshop passes. Okay? So, please key in your first and your last name and then this qualifies as your raffle entry. Ay, teka lang. Okay, so tonight we are, ano, 5:15. Feb 15. Okay. So, sa lahat ng gustong manalo ng Crystal Abundance Bracelet, pakilagay lang yung first and last name natin dyan. And then, may mananalo na. Okay. So, also, by the way, while you're keying in your first and your last name para sa winner natin for tonight, oh, by the way, use sa mga last winners natin, alam ko na-receive nyo niya. And by the way, congratulations. Anong tawag dito? Yung mga winners natin, ng mga past winners ng Crystal Bracelets natin na na-receive nyo niya, congratulations. Napakagandang energy na makukuha nyo yan. And do not worry about how to cleanse and how to improve yung ano natin, yung maintain yung energy ng ano. Napakaganda yung programming nung ano na nilagay namin sa crystals. You just need to wear it and enjoy it. Okay? Okay, ayan na si Gina Lynn Malaguinho. Okay, so okay. 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 Malaguinho. Okay. Next, we have... hi. Anak ko yan. Hi, Paula. Policarpio. Next, we have Gail Echeverria. Gail, I'm so happy. Nagiging Orsuki na tayo. Thank you naman. Maraming salamat for always tuning in. So again, if you want to win a 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of celestialblue.ph, just key in your first and your last name sa lahat ng magiging entries natin for tonight. And by the way, at exactly 11 p.m., we're gonna have our draw. That means you have a chance. Ayan, Gladys Kiron. You have a chance to key in your name. Sabi ko nga, lalagay lang natin yung first and last name natin and then one lucky winner of crystals will be declared mamaya. Gladys Giron. Okay. So, lagyan na natin yung first and last name natin dyan. And also, before we forget, sabi ko nga, tapos na yung session natin. After our session and after nating mag-raffle, panoorin natin ang weekly tarot reading dahil maraming challenging energies. Lalo na tomorrow. Kailangan natin ng patience. Magbaon ng maraming patience tomorrow dahil medyo mainit ang ating energy tomorrow. Resilin Calma. Hello. Napakasuki natin ni Resilin. Thank you so much for always joining Tarot Tuesdays. Calma. Okay, next we have Edmund Cerrado. Hi Edmond, ang dami dito. First time ko nakita yung pangalan mo ha. Mukhang bago tayo dito. Maraming salamat for tuning in. So tingnan natin baka may chance kang manalo ng ating abundance bracelet. Courtesy of Celestial Blue again. And by the way, if you would want to customize depending on mga gusto nating mai-manifest, when you reach out to Celestial Blue, pwede nyo sabihin sa kanya kung ano ang mga gusto ninyong mga prayers na may answer, and then he will recommend the best crystals that will yield those blessings for you. Ang kailangan nyo lang is to open up ano bang kailangan nating ano bang kailangan nating ipagdasal, and ano yung gusto nating makuha, and then Celestial Blue will customize it, and I'm telling you, it's aesthetically appealing. Hindi mo siya hindi susuotin kasi sobrang ganda niya, okay? So, syempre naman ang Princess of Mega World si Rain Zafra. By the way, may meeting time Friday, Rain, alam mo yan. Oh, si Pam. Hello, Pam. Pamela De Castro. Okay, next. Okay, so sabi ko nga, okay, one last minute, it's 10:50, ayun na, 11 PM na. Okay, so we're gonna have, tama, 8 lang yung nakalagay dito, ang dami-dami nyo dyan, but then again, sabi ko nga 11, so we're gonna have our draw na. So, lagyan na natin yung randomizer. Okay. So, we have 8 entries. That means one lucky winner will win Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. So, tingnan natin yung ano. Wala yung entries natin for tonight. So, here are the entries. So, we have Gina Lynn, we have Paula, Gail Echeverria, Gladys Giron, Rezaline, Edmund, Rain, and Pam. So, isa sa inyo ang mananalo ng Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. Sorry, may humabol. Cha Rodrin, syempre naman, sige, Cha. Sige. O baka may gusto pang humabol, humabol na kayo. Sige na, pagbibigyan ko kayo. Sandali. Rod Erin. Okay. Pasali lang sa monthly. Hindi na, okay na, nat-add na kita. Ito naman, okay lang yan. Okay, so, here we go. Okay, wala na habol. Okay, nga, 11:01 na. Sige. Okay, so here we go. One lucky winner of Crystal Abundance Bracelet, courtesy of Celestial Blue. So you may visit his Facebook and Instagram. It's at celestialblue.ph. Yung blue is BLEU. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Gladys. You are our winner of 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet. So please message us in our inbox in our Everyday Reiki with Marky Facebook page, and then we will get your details, and definitely you will receive your Crystal Abundance Bracelet. And thank you so much again for tuning in for tonight. Do not forget to watch the weekly tarot reading dahil energies tomorrow nakakayanig. But then again, sabi ko nga, when we are prepared, mas mababawasan ang impact nun. So for now, I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched and tuned in. Please check ulit yung ating yung next reading natin this Sunday. And if hindi tayo nakaabot sa mga questions natin, alam mo yung nakapila pa, huwag mag-hesitate. Mas agahan natin next Tuesday, same time, same channel here in our YouTube channel, Reiki with Marky. This is Marky Mendoza. Lagi-lagi nagpapaalala. Keep trusting the process, everybody. Namaskaram. Have a great week ahead and have a great night. Maraming salamat. Magpe-painting na ako. Okay.